on. I want to play this clip for y'all. I don't know if y'all seen this, but since you're married, I definitely want your opinion.
Is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making.
Ooh, okay. So basically, to sum it up, she made a couple videos a while ago, and she got a lot of backlash for it. So I think this was like a media cleanup for her to try to get back in the good graces of black men, because literally all men in the fucking red pill community, the manosphere, whatever they want to call it, been bodying her, like destroying her, like just going at her like crazy. So now she literally took every man's talking point that we've been saying for years, Kevin Samuels being the most noticeable one, like literally damn near the exact same spill that women said, fuck y'all men for saying, literally, like hated men for saying, literally wish death on men for saying. She just said the same thing. And women's like, damn, you know what? She's kind of right. How y'all feel about what she just said?
I agree. I agree with her. I mean, if you get older, I feel like because, you know, the pool is slim, then you're going to have to date outside your race. I'm just saying, like, why is that not an option? Why is that not an option? Because like we were talking about the other situation, you want the squeaky little toy. So why, if I'm 40, 50 years old and I'm older, trying to have a kid or doing whatever I want to do, why would a black man want me?
Let me ask you a question.
I'm just saying, like,
No. Because a lot of women have this mindset, a lot of black women. Why do you think dating outside your race is the answer?
Because they gonna want me. And I'm gonna be their squeaky little toy. Like how men be like, oh, she an old bitch. And I'm gonna go get somebody younger that got a better body. So why can't I just go outside my race?
Because Bob gonna like this body I got.
Okay. See, I don't like talking statistics too much because so many content creators do it. You start to sound the same as everybody. So I like to just like talk logically and realistically. Okay, realistically, there was a poll done and they surveyed X amount of men of all races, right? They put white women, Hispanic women, Asian women, Indian women, black women, damn near every race of woman. And they asked men, okay, who's most desirable for a wife? Like, can you put them in order? Almost all across the board of every other race except black men, black women were at the bottom. Black women were deemed the least attractive for a wife by all races. We the only ones who was like, we want black women. The white men are not marrying black women. The Hispanic men are not marrying black women. The Asian man for goddamn sure is not marrying black. Like, I don't know why black women have this idea in their heads that, oh, I'm gonna just go over here to these other races. Y'all don't hear how these other races talk about y'all. We do because they be at work talking with us about it. This is why when I tell black women, hey, why are we fighting each other when we're all we got? They look at us as fetishes on both sides of the fence. Even though black men are more successful marrying out, but I always put an asterisk on that because men like to brag on it, but they only come get the top of the top from us. Like they go after the athletes, they go after the lawyers, they go out, like these bitches literally went to classes and literally courses on how to get successful black men. And we see it. If you look at, matter of fact, goddamn, I just seen a list of like the top 6 or 7 black billionaires, and they all got wives that are not black. So in my brain, I go, damn, when them niggas die, all of that wealth, instead of coming to the black community, if they had a black wife, it's gonna go to that white community, it's gonna go to that Asian community. The money's gonna be gone. But I say that to say this, those options aren't really there. It's not realistic. If you just look at the stats, like if we look up the stats right now, blackdemographics.com for the people out there, you can look it up. Yeah. The interracial marriage rate for black women is almost non-existent. These guys are not marrying y'all. They like to fuck y'all. They like to swirl with y'all. A black woman is every man's fantasy because to me, black women are unfadeable. Like a fit, feminine, friendly black woman is the top of the food chain of all women, period. All women emulate black women's beauty standards, which is why BBLs are so crazy. But these guys aren't marrying y'all. They're not even marrying y'all at younger ages. So what makes you think I'm a white guy? I got my picks at all these white women. I'm going to go, I want that 40-year-old black woman with 2 or 3 kids by a black guy. And I want to be a stepkid to those black kids and give them my white wealth.
Who did the poll though? Because I just feel like black men are the same. Like black men trash us, they talk shit about us. It's been a long time before current that we weren't even, well, not we, because if they did have a light-skinned girl or a white girl, we black women were not really in music videos. So I'm trying to understand, like black men were given the same energy. You say that they're the highest on the poll to marry us, but I'm like, where Sway? Because there's a lot of people that are married to white men that I know. And I'm like, so I don't know, where did they just ask all the black men in the neighborhood? Oh yeah, we'll marry a black woman. Like, well, where did they do the poll?
Okay, see, this is the thing about polls and statistics is women will never believe it, no matter where it came from, where they did it, if the poll doesn't go in their favor. So I can say they did it anywhere on this planet, and women are gonna, the ultimate response from women is gonna be, that's not all men. Because women don't understand probability. Women live life off possibility. Just like you said, well, I know a homegirl that married a white guy. Yeah, but out of how many, if we take the total population, what percentage of black women are marrying prominent white guys?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because those white women are not letting you come take them prominent white men. It's not happening. The same way them white men ain't letting Tyrone come take they top Beckys. The only way Tyrone getting that is that nigga in the NFL, he in the fucking NBA, he a motherfucking doctor. But just a regular nigga on the block, you ain't getting the top of the crop. You getting that fat bitch that they don't want, that like hip hop and get the box braids like us and hang out with us and grew up with us. Same thing with the Asians. You're not getting that smart bitch that went to Harvard and does tech now. Her daddy ain't having that. She will be cast from the family. His son will be banished from the family if he came home with a 40-year-old black woman and his dad and his parents done work their whole lives to get this motherfucker in the top percentile. You finna bring home a 40-year-old black woman to this? Are you crazy?
I guess we have to agree to disagree, because I'm like, people in industry, you sign a deal for something and the first thing they want to do is get rid of the black girl that been holding you down probably throughout college and all that for a white girl or somebody of another race. I've went to a club and I'm not gonna say no celebrity's name, but I went to the club and I've always rolled with chocolate girls. Oh no, my, you can come in, but all them other dark bitches, they can fucking stay. And a black man that was in the industry told me that. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna rock with my girls because I'm not fucking with you like that.
Okay.
So I'm saying, like, the disrespect and that they want us so bad, where is it?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you where it is. It's dwindling because feminism is killing it. Now, prior to the black women joining the feminist movement, black women were the most desired out of all women. All races of women were jealous of black women because of how good the men were treating them. Black women were actually the most married. We had the most nuclear families out of every race. The white woman was getting trashed, beat, or whatever by her man because he would go home, he would go to work, come back drunk, fuck, like we heard all the stories, beat her ass. They psyoped black women to spearhead the movement. And then once they got their men in line and started getting their men to marry them more than y'all, they dissed y'all. Where they at now? Where are the white feminists fighting for the black women right now? Like y'all was fighting with them. Y'all never had the same struggle as them. The Color Purple didn't exist. That was a fucking movie. That wasn't really going on. Black women, even during slavery, niggas was literally treating y'all like fucking royalty. Like, I don't understand. Well, I understand where it comes from. The CIA funded the feminist movement, literally. They funded it to break apart families, which is working right now. Because you have women saying, I'm a nigga, I'm just like a nigga. And this is why niggas is like, bitch, I'm not marrying a nigga. Why would I want to marry a woman that's telling me I'm a nigga and I think like a nigga? No, I'm trying to marry a woman. I need a woman raising my kids. If that's the case, I might as well go marry a man and be LGBT.
That's what a lot of them doing anyway.
This is the misconception, is niggas don't want black women. No, black women today don't want to submit to black men. This is why when that nigga get on and you still on that I'm a nigga bullshit and Becky slide right up with them courses she took, feminine, sucking his dick, listening to everything he say, he like, oh, fuck this. Why I'm gonna fight with you every day? She gonna do everything I say and make my life peaceful.
But does that come with the bitch on the side too?
Yes.
If that comes,
Hell yeah.
so Becky gonna do with that?
Becky's gonna deal with that. Becky's gonna deal with
Why they
that.
not marrying us?
You can go be with Becky.